in language learning, most of the people start from the idea. And idea is, I'm going to speak English. I'm going to learn German. I'm going to learn Spanish or French or Japanese. And idea is good for the beginning. But it's good beginning. But the only idea is not enough. And I think in language learning, it's not the motivation and the idea is not the most important if we want to be communicative, fluent in language. It's not an idea. The most important is patience, and that's the key. That's the key, and that's the reason why so many people are not successful in language, and that's the reason why some, knowing that that's the key, the patience is the key, they are becoming successful in this. That's a big thing. Yeah. Sometimes even some people learning after weeks are giving up learning because they don't have patience. And I would say probably 90% of the people give up learning, serious learning every day, give up learning shorter period than 3 months. And what is 3 months in learning anything? It's clearly not enough to be fluent in language. Most people underestimate that they need to do it every day. I mean, this is my system. It's enough when you do it 15 minutes per day, but every day, and it's 3 months. Well, everybody can do it. I mean, everybody can. I can make a bet with you that if you do it 15 minutes per day, you can in 1 year be fluent either on the B1 or B2 level in the language, starting from zero, from scratch. And by the way, it can happen even a lot faster than this. Depends on the language and depends how serious you will do it. Back to the patience. Patience is important because in general, in today's times, normally we are bombarded by new things, new ideas. A new idea can be new language. New idea can be, in today's commercial world, can be new app, new method, new video, new way of learning, instead of, and we can jump on, I call it shiny object. And we do it when the crisis, the problems arise. The problems arise, and it can happen after a few weeks that we cannot follow our routine of learning. And I'm talking about 15 minutes, that after 2 weeks we had to work longer, and we decided not to work and not to make these words 5 words per day, yeah. Or after 1 month we had a party, we were on a party, and next day I couldn't learn, I couldn't focus, so I give up learning, and this one day turned into 3 because the friends come or something. Or we had a holiday, and we said, on the holiday it's chill out and so on, and we give up learning on 1 week or 2 weeks, and just 2 weeks. And I promise you, this is exactly what is happening with your brain, which is suffering now, not because you had to learn something new. This is exactly the trap. From 1 week it will change into 2, and in 3 weeks, and in general, this can stop you from learning in general after weeks. You see, after 2 months, 3 months, even more, and there will be crisis. This kind of crisis will come, and this is the patience which can drive you to stay on the course, or patience which can drive you to stop. Yeah, from my experience, yeah, it's only my experience, and doesn't have to be everybody's. Yeah, from my experience, I was very bad in languages, in foreign languages. I had a German language in my primary school, and I was hopeless in this one. I wanted to learn. It was first language I wanted, foreign language I could learn. I couldn't. That was the worst subject for me. I barely could go from one class to another because of German language. I clearly didn't have talent, and because learning was few years, really it was 4 or 5 years even in primary school of this language, I had a years of experience that I don't have talent in language. Well, in the age of 35, I came back to German language and I was able to go to communicative level from practically zero in 1 year. And in 2 years, I was in B2 level confirmed by Goethe Institute in Hamburg. Well, in the age of 35. And this happened because of the method, the system I had, but definitely because I had a patience also to stay with this. Then, as I said, I think 90% of the people will really give up on in 3 months from starting from learning language, and it probably happened much faster than this. And I think it's the biggest obstacle that people don't have patience to learning, and it's also the biggest opportunity if you overcome this shiny object, jumping from another method, jumping to another course, jumping to another app with blue logo, with green bird or something, jumping to from one method to another instead of staying with one. Because I was testing tens of applications and really tens of books and really was watching tens of tutors on YouTube and the books and so on, I can tell you that probably with all of them you can get to the communicative level at last. Yeah, but well, it's with some of them you need at least 2 years, with some of them probably a little bit longer, with some of them shorter. For me the best works are really shortcuts, not wasting times for things which are not be useful for me for learning, but that's another subject. I call it shiny objects because the new app, when you are learning and you are writing about something about new language or Google it or finding in apps, the apps automatically are also pushing for you more messages, more advertisement about the language courses, about the new apps, new methods and so on. And also YouTube will propose you more, TikTok and so on. But this is shiny object, and instead of learning, you can kind of think learning, watching TikTok in English or German or Spanish, or somebody singing in Spanish, which is not learning at all. But this is shiny object because your brain can relax instead of learning, and it's really relaxing. So this is one of the crises. So I would say this shiny object is also changing methods and so on. Yeah, so already. Most of the people don't lose with learning languages because they cannot learn it. They lose because they are stuck in the process too long, and because they don't see results. Yeah. And I mean too long because after 2 months they expect big results. After 3 months result. I say we should communicate and send messages to the native speakers in first days of our learning. And there will be reading messages. Yes, you can try to read in German, Spanish, French, Japanese. Yes, you can. Google Translate will allow you to do it. You can learn and read it, and it will be much more useful than to expect for some brainwave to appear that you can suddenly speak French fluently or could read fluently. It will just not happen. Yeah. From outside, it looks like you are buying courses, you are learning to speak fluently, but in reality, you are starting. Or people who are starting, it doesn't have to be you, sorry about this. You're starting, people start, they don't understand, They are ashamed that they don't understand. Even after 3 months, they declare to people that they learn, and after 3 months, they don't understand. And after this, they forget. They have reasons to forget. They come back. They still forget. They see they forgot something which they learned before. They're losing the reason. They go to shiny objects, and they don't learn. Yeah. And it's crisis after crisis, and that's the patience which can be useful to stop you jumping from one object to another. But yeah, it doesn't have to happen. Well, so coming back, idea is important. Yeah? To learn language, it's really important, and the motivation in the beginning is important. Yeah, but it's not enough. The one who is winning is somebody who's got this patience. Yeah, to repeat, to learn few words per day, to have a routine of learning, to have a reason coming back and still remember the reason why he's learning, coming back to this. Don't give up on this. Still have patience to do it. Persevere. Survive the crisis, and don't change the way of learning, the system of learning every month. Yeah. So I think talent in general is over advertised. It's too much appreciated. I would say like this: the patient fool will learn faster than the talented impatient person. Impatient person, talented, will learn slower than patient fool. For sure, I saw it so many times that it's not only with languages, by the way. Yeah. I'm active in business, it's also like this. Yeah. Patience is actually part of the system which can help you survive any of the obstacles. Anyway, I said what I wanted to say. I hope it was useful for you, it was helpful. Please send me in comments what you are thinking. Comment about it. If you think it's useful, please share it with somebody, like it and comment it. And I'm really also wondering what you think about it. Patience, did you think about it as patience is so important? And did you choose your method, or which method for learning, which was it first method for learning you are using now, or is it third or fifth? Maybe first was bad, yeah, but maybe we also didn't have patience enough for this. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time.